What's the most important part of any creative brief? It's just one sentence, the single-minded proposition. It's also one of the hardest parts to write. In this video, I'm going to share some examples of great propositions and share my advice for writing better ones that will get your creative teams excited and lead to better work. In 2018, BBH won the IPA Grand Prix on a brief from Audi promoting their new safety technology. BBH uncovered an insight: most drivers consider themselves to be better than average. Their target audience thought they weren't going to make mistakes and therefore didn't care about safety technology. So instead, the strategy was to focus on the danger of other drivers on the road. In their brief, they wrote a single-minded proposition: Audi protects you from the clowns on the road, which turned into this ad.
Isn't it rich? Are we a pair? Me here at last on the ground, you in mid-air, sent in the clouds. Just when I'd stopped opening doors, finally knowing all that I'm dead as yours. Making my entrance again with my usual flair. Quick, send in the clowns. Don't bother, they're here.
Our second example comes from John Still, who was working on a brief to launch a new Sony camcorder. He sat in a boring 4-hour technical briefing and realized people didn't care about the specs or the jargon. They just wanted to know what it could do and that the product needed some personality. He wrote the proposition: with Sony's camcorder, you can't just spot a bee's balls from 10 paces, but count the number of hairs on them. Both of these examples are very well written and have the beginning of an idea in them. Some people say the proposition is the first ad in the campaign and that it should work as a headline in an ad. But don't get caught up writing a clever piece of copy. Clarity is more important than beauty. Be clear in what you're trying to say, then write it as concisely as possible. And lastly, don't forget, good propositions are always single-minded. Don't force two different messages into the same brief. When you try to say more than one thing, you end up saying nothing. Keep your propositions specific and short. And when you've rewritten it a dozen times, try making it even shorter and even punchier. Thanks to the Strategy Finishing School member, Zach Martin, for helping to write this video.